Hey guys, this is Savannah from earthandwater.co. I want to talk today about a void moon, or the void moon. Have you ever heard of the void moon? So how this works is that the moon, as it cycles through its phases, is traveling from one zodiac to the next all of the time. But in between leaving one zodiac and moving into the next one, it's considered void. So it's not in a zodiac during its journey in between the zodiacs. During this time, it is said to not have any energy working with it. And when it doesn't have any energy, we don't have any energy to work with either. And I don't only mean like you feel lethargic and whatnot, even though you might actually. Anytime I'm like, man, why do I feel heavier? Why are kicks harder? Well, why is my chaturanga hurting as bad as it is? And I'll look and the moon is void. So honestly, just test it out yourself, draw your own conclusions. I've used it as a really good balance for things. Oh, wait, let's not get into that just yet. First, I want to tell you that you're not supposed to do anything important during the void moon. While the moon is void, don't sign any contracts, don't start anything new, because there's not going to be any energy attached to it to give it the energy, the oomph it needs to flourish and grow. So then I'll backtrack and tell you that I use it to keep a sense of balance in my life, because I am the type of person, I'm Capricorn heavy, so I'm the type of person that will go as far as work is concerned, and don't put much importance on the downtime, which is extra hilarious considering I teach yin yoga for a living and do stuff like this, which is I'm constantly telling people they need to relax and chill and manage their stress levels and whatnot. But you end up falling into the thing that you yourself need the most, right? And the reason I know so much about all of this is because I am a go type of person who doesn't. I do now. I used to not. I would run myself into the ground trying to work, trying to get everything where it needs to be and check off those lists on the to-do list. But you know what? You can't check it all off. There's always going to be things on the to-do list. Anyway, during the void periods is the perfect time to catch up on some of the quote-unquote busy work that you may not be giving importance to, like cleaning or food prep. I'm just naming off the things that I need to do. Organization, reading a book, hanging out with loved ones, grocery shopping, running errands. Things that need to be done but aren't like dire or anything. Like they don't pertain to the bigger goal of stuff, the more yin side of things instead of the yang side of things. That's what's going to be good to utilize this time for. Meditate, do some yoga, simple routine things. But like I said, follow it yourself and see how you feel about it, see what synchronicities you're noticing. Start a new project during the void moon and see how it flops, and oftentimes those are the projects that go unfinished. I use Google Calendars. If you use something else, I can't help you, I'm sorry. But on Google Calendars, you can download other calendars and like insert them into your own calendar. So I'm sure like the big ones have that too. But I don't know anything about any of them because I've only ever worked with Google and Android. But you can find void moon calendars, just like you can find transit calendars to like get all the big transits where the planets are doing. If you're really into astrology, like I am, that way you can keep track of it, because a void moon comes around pretty frequently, a couple of times a week, but usually they're really short-lived. Okay, they last an hour. Less, a couple of hours, something like that. It's usually not a big deal, but every now and then, like a couple of times a month, you'll have, or 2 to 3 times a month probably, just depending on the month, honestly, but you'll have a 12-hour void period, or something that's more significant to where it kind of 86 is your entire day. But that being said, don't stress too terribly much about it, because even though we can more or less formulate our own lives to this kind of stuff, to an extent, we are still, our hands are tied, and we live in a world that was not constructed around these things. So you still got to live your life. You still got to you still got to do things that, life. So if you can, great. If you can't, that's fine. Don't stress over it. The last thing we need in life is more stress or more things to worry about. If you do want the Google Calendar, though, I have a blog post about the void moon. You can just go to the website and search. I'll link it down low in the description, but it says how to navigate a void moon. So it'll be in the description, or you can go to the website and just search for the void moon, or you can go to Google and type in void moon earth and water.co. Might help. I don't know, but it's pretty, it's out there. And that'll, at the bottom of that is where I have the calendars that you can just download them yourself. So I've already done the work for you. You just got to go over there and grab it. I have a lot of content while you're over there on living by the moon. So there's different things you can do with different phases of the moon. The new moon in particular, I really, really, really have a lot of stuff on. I'm going to do a whole episode on just the new moon and the zodiacs and whatnot, because I use those every month. I post them in the Facebook group every month, every new moon, so we can make our vision boards for that month. And I don't mean you have to get out a whole poster board with the magazines and cut out your stuff or print out. It doesn't have to be a whole thing. You can just bullet point 3 things on a post-it note, and that's sufficient, okay? Don't overthink it. But I have meditation exercises and affirmations and all sorts of things that go along with this every month, every first of the new moon day thing. I also have a course on it, so I have that. It's called Moon Magi. That'll teach you a lot of astrology basics that you need to know to sync your life to the happenings of the celestial bodies. It's fun, and it doesn't hurt, and it might help, so that's what I'm always all about. If you're on Twitter, @StarHeal, she's always posting things about the void moon, so she helps me kind of keep up with it also, because I'm big on Twitter. I like to hang out over there, and I like to hang out with her over there. She tells me about all the big things that I need to know about, so there's another direction. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. But and I've said this a couple of times before, but you're going to have to let me know in like the Facebook group or something, because I don't know how. I post this on Spreaker, which is a podcasting platform that then takes my episode and distributes it out to all of the various places that you can listen to podcast episodes. And it gives me my stats across all the platforms, but not comments or anything like that. So I have no idea. I'm not going to see it. Sorry. And maybe one of these days I'll figure out how to see it, but at the present moment of this recording, I do not know how to do all of that. I mean, I could probably figure it out, but it's not on my priority list at the moment. Anyway, thanks so much. Love you guys. I'll talk to you next week. Namaste.